preparation really goes into y'all's work and y'all's performances beforehand?
Well, I like to do tech more than acting. So for me, if I'm stage managing, it's getting the script and reading it and marking, entrances and exits and character things, and just kind of communicating with the director about what they're looking for in a stage manager or in like in a tech sense. And for directing, it's been a totally new experience. But because I've been doing media for so long, I've kind of been a part of all of the directing processes just from the side. So my co-director and I just have spent a lot of time over the summer and the past couple of weeks just looking over the play and making lists and thinking about things.
At Winedale, you spend a month getting all the plays ready to put on, and you spend a week on each play. And you wake up in the morning and you go to bed at night in between. You just do that play with maybe a nap somewhere in between. But and that's like what it took to put on a play. We would make costumes, memorize lines, work on staging, and that's all we would do 24 hours a day.
My process is a little more from like the background, from behind the scenes. We start, I believe, in May, selecting our season for the fall. And then after that, we take the whole summer to plan our productions. We gather funds in August, and then we have a deadline for our production calendars. Then after we get our production calendars in, we reserve spaces all across the UT to make sure we have room for rehearsals and for performance venues. Then after we have all that set up, we have our production managers meet with our directors for a big old production meeting in the first week of September. Then every 2 weeks after that, our production managers meet with the directors, meet with the actors, make sure that everything is going well, and then just continually communication. Every other year, the Department of Theater and Dance has something called the Cohen New Works Festival, and it's a giant festival where everyone involved in the department shuts down for like a whole week, and we collaborate together on performing like different new works. So like new musicals we put on this week, new dance pieces that like explore like the human body. There's this one fantastic piece that was like an art installation that explored what happens when somebody suffers from Alzheimer's, and like this developed brain would deteriorate like slowly and slowly, and you could like visit it and walk through it. We have another, personally, I did something called the Rainbow Connection last spring, which was about a little boy who lost the connection to his imagination when his grandmother passed away. So we had a group of about 30 people come on and show this storybook that he created with his grandmother on stage, and it came to life. And it was probably the most rewarding thing that I've done, because we got to work with people from the Butler School of Music, we got to work with people from the art school. It was just this huge like working collaboration, and then to put it on and know that the department is supporting this and shuts down classes for a whole week is just something that's like a sense of validation that the work that you did is important and it is going to be shown.
So for me, it wasn't anything that I did. It was getting to witness things from the stage. So I got to be in productions with incredible actors this summer, and I would say that my most fulfilling experience was probably our production of Henry V. So I was Westmoreland, who's sort of like a mid-level English lord, not really that important, but I had the privilege of getting to stay on stage for some of the great speeches in that play. And if you've read it or seen it, you know that King Henry is always talking, and he's always talking well. And getting to watch our King Henry, No Scovio, from the stage was phenomenal. And it made me feel really lucky to be in the program, just to be able to like witness someone being incredible at their art form from that close a range. And the same can be said of Renee Jackson's The Duchess of Malfi, or John Austin is Sir Andrew. Like I felt that way about watching all of my castmates from the stage. So that was probably what was most fulfilling for me, and I don't really have that much theater experience, so I guess it's the most fulfilling theater experience I've ever had.
I thought about majoring in stage management in college when I was a junior in high school, but then I decided not to. But I realized that theater is something I can do for the rest of my life, on the side as a hobby. It doesn't have to be my career for me to be able to do it. And so I definitely, when I came to UT, just the decision was, what theater am I going to get involved with, what group? And Foot in the Door was really easy because it's my honors program, and it was, helped me really get inserted into liberal arts
we put on our performances for our own majors, and there's not a lot of like, I mean, of course we have our family and friends from other departments, but predominantly I feel like we're putting on theater for theater majors. And so getting the word out has always been a little difficult, but advertisements make it easy. The SAC and the Texas Union allow us to put up our own like billboards and our own ads like on the TVs that they have here, so that gets the word out a little bit. But yeah, it's something we're struggling with so far.
I mean, for Winedale, people getting there is the main problem, but I always had one or two friends in the audience there to support me, and I would see students that I knew from around campus, so I never really had any problem with seeing people in the audience setting it.
So last year we had a musical that was supposed to go up that was going to be submitted to a New York new musical festival, and we had already set up the payment methods and the travel methods and everything. And it was almost a surefire way of that this is going to happen, this is going. When all of a sudden our director slash musical composer slash lyricist, everything ended up backing out because he got casted in a movie by the director of School of Rock. And so that's a wonderful opportunity for him, but that left us in a little qualm of, we have these 30 plus people, actors, dancers, musicians, that don't know what to do anymore. And so it left us in a bit of a pickle, and we had to, for a long time we tried salvaging it by finding new people, but it ended up being, we don't have access to the music, we don't have access to the choreography, so we had to pull it. So it was a learning experience, but being a part of developing a new musical was such a great opportunity for everyone involved.